you ready? Are you ready? Let's go! Do you have absolute certainty about how you go from hello to yes on what you're looking for?
Sean is a master. He teaches. It's not just about sharing the formula with you. It's about making sure that we learn.
I went from $100,000 in debt from law school to having no money and starting my own law firm on my credit card to selling it 4 years later.
Sean and I, we co-created massive victories in 2 unwinnable jury trials, which are recognized nationally now as top 100 jury verdicts.
To be even on the same track with you, who I respect and admire and love with all my heart.
Never again submit. You're not better and you're not less than any human on earth.
When you shared with us about the Unblinded process and the mastery sales training, I just went, wow.
Sean will gain proximity to the most influential and powerful people. He will find out how he can grow their business, how he can help them personally. But the third thing that he does is the most important. Sean serves without an expectation of getting anything in return.
You have very, very high-performing colleagues.
22 years ago, you transformed my life as you did all these people's lives over the course of time. I couldn't be more grateful. Let's hear it for Tony Robbins.
I don't see him as a lawyer, and I don't see him as a blind person. Someone who has subjugated his ego, who has taught me what serving really looks like.
You have this incredible ability to just have unconditional love for everyone, and that is just an incredible gift.
The moment you have been waiting for.
The American Blind Association is the first new face and voice of that association since Helen Keller.
Formula for formulas, which is exactly what I've learned from Sean. It's a language-based predictable model. We will have over 300 new sales meetings this month.
This superpower in the world that is attainable for you is the ability to influence people. If you believe that, say yes. If you believe that, say yes.
Do you think that worked?
Influence is a superpower. Thank you all for being here today. It is an honor and a privilege, straight up. You're stepping into the courage and vulnerability dynamic of the Real Raw. We appreciate you enormously. Gina Ricci, Bella Verita, happy Fun Friday. Gina, who do we have here today?
Happy Fun Friday, Sean. Do we want to see you in the dark, or do you want your face illuminated so everybody can see you?
Oh, yes, that's so much better.
Yeah. Forgive the delay in start. We had a couple of technical dynamics and a value chain breakdown of communication about sending us, but we are here. Thank you, Bella Verita. And hello from Las Vegas. Hello from New Jersey. Hello from all over the place. Gina, who do we have here with us today?
Sean, we have Mr. Hannibal Collins, a big, bright smile, great energy. He's a Brooklyn native. Sean, executive director of FICO Finesse, a financial literacy company. Has an affinity for real estate and finance and an immense desire to help people. And we are so glad you are here with us today, Hannibal. Welcome to The Real Raw.
Welcome, everybody. Thank you.
Well, welcome to the party. Appreciate you being here. And what is your fun fact?
So my fun fact is I have 8 names. One of my first names is Hannibal, which is ridiculous in and of itself, but I have 7 more of those where it came from, and I'm a twin.
What the heck do you have 7 names?
What? My mom wanted to name me after like dignitaries, so she named me after Hannibal of Carthage. He was an African general. He fought the Romans, took a cavalry of elephants over the Alps, and she named me after like Frederick Douglass, things like that. So
beautiful. Well, congratulations on a ton of names. May I share a fun fact, Hannibal?
Absolutely.
Yes. So when I get a little bit tense and a little bit uptight, Bella Verita calls me Hannibal Lecter. So that's my fun fact. And she thinks that I'm going to start eating people's livers. But of course,
it happens.
Hannibal,
I ate a little of mine, Sean.
Hannibal, Gina, Bella, Hannibal, I don't believe a word they say. I'm a heart-centered, lovable person. Am I not, Gina?
You absolutely 100% are. Sure. I'm just kidding.
I've heard that.
Gina would have been usually no. So thank you. Who else with us? Hannibal, welcome to the party on Fun Friday. Please, Gina.
Okay, well, this extraordinary gentleman who is a plat, he is just not here. I spoke to him a little while ago. I'm not sure if something came up, so we're going to roll to the judges, and then hopefully he'll be here soon. We're working on it, Sean Callaghan. Sound good?
Sounds great. Who do we have as judges?
Miss Cindy Lee. She's an ambassador of fun and travel. Sean and Bella, this California girl is always surfing for the next thing to dive into. She is the go-to person, I need like that, for busy entrepreneurs, your ultimate bucket list experiences, personal assistant service company for busy professionals, and a podcast host called Ask Cindy Connector Live for entrepreneurs. Welcome, Cindy.
Cindy, you're up to it.
Welcome.
Cindy, welcome to the party. How are you?
I'm great. It is Pay It Forward Friday. And one tip I want to talk about today that's so important. I actually have one of my new friends and now a power partner, Rhonda. So welcome her. But go and give referrals, guys. It's really important to show our love for our business. But think of 2 to 3 people a day, either you're going to refer to or connect to. So we're building more connections.
Ooh, Cindy Lee, thank you very much. And I heard the surfing reference. Is that like in the dynamic? I heard the word surf in your bio.
So this is powerful. I'm not a swimmer, and I actually turn 56 this next Friday, and next Wednesday I'm going to take my second surf lesson, and I don't swim. So overcome your fears, guys.
Well, that's an awesome job. The Unblinded Elite might have just come off of an amazing surfing experience. So congratulations on that. And I might be a blind guy that teaches Cindy blind guys to surf and blind ladies or sighted ladies. So yes. So Cindy, awesome. And what is your fun fact? Is that your fun fact?
My fun fact. Back in the 80s, they used to call me Flashdance. I worked on a naval submarine.
Wow.
Flashdance. Yeah. And we used to have the same haircut and look and everything back then. So
were you in the Navy?
No, civil service.
Well, amazing. Well, thank you for your support and work for our nation. Thank you, Cindy, and thank you for being here today.
Thank you.
Yeah. Gina, we got Cindy, naval operations, can't swim and is surfing, causing businesses to connect. And who else do we have?
Yes, we do. And her friend that she brought with her today is Rhonda Leonard Horwith, coming from Spokane, Washington, staying away from the smoke to the best that she can from the fires, married, mother of 5 adult kids, daughter of a Tuskegee Airman, Tuskegee. I'm probably saying that wrong altogether, but Rhonda, 33 years as a trial attorney, and now she's building her financial strategy education business to help people with their financial strategies, especially those that, came through the criminal justice system, among many other things that she's doing in the world. Welcome, Rhonda, to the Real Raw.
So Rhonda, welcome to the party. How are you?
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you for being 33 years as a trial attorney. What type of cases were you trying?
Everything. It was criminal. So everything that man can do to man, I've seen. And so from the very slightest, like maybe a traffic case, down to the more serious, like murder.
Ooh, like Cain and Abel stuff going on.
Yeah.
And now you're in a new space, and I wish you all the best with that. And what is your fun fact for today, Rhonda?
Well, one fun fact, or it's a fun incident I can remember, is that I was in a crowded courtroom doing a illegal search and seizure argument. And I was making my point, and right then and there, everything left my head. The whole speech left my head. And I was so embarrassed because I'm like, excuse me, Your Honor, I'm having a senior moment. And the court said, well, counsel, it sounded so good that I know the closing would have been great. So I'm going to grant your motion anyway. So I got a motion granted without even having to give my entire argument. And everybody clapped for me. And I thought that was a fun moment. It was an exciting moment for me. My client was excited.
It is a very fun moment. I am present to your support of the justice system and all the beautiful things that you're up to in the world. And Rhonda, thank you for being here today on this fun Friday. Thank you. Gina, we got, by the way, Cindy, is it Cindy Lee or Cindy? Like, how would you like to be referred to?
Cindy Lee is fine.
Okay, thanks, Cindy Lee. We got Rhonda, and who else? Gina, do we have as a judge?
We have this extraordinary gentleman from St. Charles, Missouri, owner of his own insurance agency, a dedicated father, Sean, 25 years, married, and takes care of his local ministries. Welcome, Jeff Buckholz to The Real Raw. Please forgive me if I said that wrong, Jeff.
Thank you. Jeff, thank you for being here today, Jeff. Appreciate you very much. And what, sir, is your fun fact coming from the great state of Missouri?
Well, I guess don't really have too much on that, I would say, other than just the typical family stuff, going out canoeing, camping, those types of things. But I guess did work on barges one summer, I guess, when I was in college. But other than that, nothing too major.
How about this? What, Jeff, is the craziest thing that ever happened to you on a family camping or canoeing trip, or happened?
Let's see. Had somebody's pants caught on fire, sitting by the sleeping too close to the fire when it was full. Had to jump into the river to kind of put his pants out. But
yeah, that is a fun fact. Not only, I don't have too much. That might be a top 20 all-time fun fact, that you were on a camping trip and somebody with their pants caught on fire and they had to jump into the water, put them out. Bella Reed, is that a fun fact?
That is definitely a fun fact.
Yes. And in fact, Jeff, that happened to Gina Ricci last weekend. So Gina, back to you.
Yes. Sean, next up, we have the extraordinary gentleman who was not able to stay the other day. His name is Lionel King from the San Francisco Bay Area, Vacaville. He is, thank you, Vacaville. Spent his entire life as an entrepreneur, working in his community, taking care of people, investing, realtor. He has such positive energy, and he's the guy who loves to see the underdog win. Sean, welcome back, Lionel King. Glad you can make it.
Thank you.
Well, we thought you got sucked into the multiverse somewhere, Lionel. So welcome back.
Thank you. Yeah, I had an internet connection issue. I live out in the country, so.
Nice. Well, Lionel, what is your fun fact, sir?
I once showed a house. I'm a realtor, so I was showing a house one time, and the agent said, "Go on and take them and show them. There's nobody there. It's all good." I say, "Cool." So I go there and I go in the house, and the owner came out naked. He was taking a shower, and so he walks by naked, right? And I had literally just walked in with my clients, and they standing behind me. so the guy walked by, so I'm like, "Oh no!" So we all froze, right? I'm like, "Don't breathe," right? So we stand there, and he walked by naked. And then he come back by and he sit down in his recliner and he kicked the recliner back and we just like creep out the house. So then I called the agent. I'm like, "Hey man, this dude in here naked. I thought you said with nobody here." He just popped by randomly. I never know. So he never knew we were there. And then we just went to another house.
Lionel, this is truly extraordinary. Appreciate you being here and sharing. Pants are burning off today. Naked people in recliners and not knowing they're being watched. All kinds
of fun facts today.
Seriously.
That's like Lionel. It's amazing. So thank you, Lionel, for being here. Happy Fun Friday. G Money. Where are we going?
Sean Callagy, we're going to the influence sorceress, and I'm going to be search for our other participant, or we're going to bring up one of these incredible folks to be the participant.
Is this like Augustus Gloop and Willy Wonka being sucked pipe in the chocolate river, perhaps? So yes. The influence sorceress, coming from Las Vegas, where she was once the #1 business broker in that state. She started selling crafts on her front lawn as a tot. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is where this amazing, heart-centered, crazy fun and magical woman discovered the superpower of influence. She went from the selling crafts to being a 7-figure earner in the space of network marketing, on to being that #1 business broker in the state of Nevada. And now she's not only co-hosts The Real Raw, she's not only rocking on stages, talking in front of professional athletes like all-time legendary agents like Lee Steinberg. That may have even happened just yesterday. She's also sourcing talent, making magic happen in the world as the CEO, founder, president, queen, all the things of Align Talent, sourcing massive talent in your marketing, selling, growing your company. The one, the only legend, not only in her own mind, but in the minds of so many others.
Hello,
Rita, how the heck are you?
I am extraordinary. I am amazing. Yes.
Yes, you are. And what is your fun fact, Bella Rita?
You know, Sean, I think it's a pretty fun fact because I am pretty sure I hold this unique value is I am in Sin City, Las Vegas, the place of no sleep, where people come to to have all kinds of debauchery and craziness. And I came here to rest. I got my first night of 8 hours of sleep last night. I am hanging out with my girlfriend tonight where we are having a wild and crazy night of going to the gym, going to yoga, then going to this super healthy greens and protein place for dinner and watching movies. So I'm pretty sure that is the most unique Vegas trip that anyone has ever had.
You know what, Bella? It sounds like my level 5 listening tells me that proximity is power. And maybe, just maybe, you've created some proximity to some new world order type people that are positive vibrational. I don't know. Maybe that's something to do with it, but who knows? Your thoughts?
Well, yes. I mean, I'm always surrounded by high vibrational people because I would not be where I'm at today without surrounding myself with high vibrational people. So yes, I would agree with that.
You haven't sourced any even higher vibrational people in your life over the past, I don't know, period of time?
When you say period of time, you mean since I'm in Vegas or I'm not what do you mean? I think I'm missing it here, Sean.
I'm joking saying that you're hanging out with me and Gina. So things are better. It was a joke. We're having fun, new amazing people in your life, higher vibrational dynamics. Get
You're
it?
not new in my life, Sean. You've been around for a year. This is not new. This is no longer new. I'm sorry.
Yes. Well, love you, Bella Rita. All the things. We're having fun on the Real Raw today. Did we find our friend from the multiverse yet, Gina?
Sean, we did not, but I'm gonna go after I tap out. I'm gonna go grab another judge, and maybe one of these extraordinary folks will come and be a participant with Hannibal. What do you think?
Lionel, would you like to jump in the participant seat since you're full of energy and you're seeing naked people all over the place? Would you like to be a participant today?
Sure, that's fine.
Yes, let's do this. Let's get this party started.
Yes. So we're going from hello to yes on people putting their clothes on and whatever else we want to. Gina, love you. Tell us where our dear Platt brother has been lost to. I hope that he's not been sucked into another planet and he's hanging out with Tony or something. So we'll see. Love you. Mwah.
We shall see. Love you guys. Thanks so much.
Who's going first?
Ooh, well, since we just threw Lionel into the participants sheet, I think your friend Hannibal should definitely be going first.
Listen, any dude that's got 8 names is a friend of mine. So Hannibal, Bella Rita, since we're exploring and let's take a pause or having some fun, being a little bit silly, but we're talking about something that matters. It matters to your future, your dreams, because none of us would be here unless we wanted more. And want more, I think it breaks into categories of money and or time and or magic. Time meaning leverage, scale, and duplication, business ownership versus operatorship, magic being the contribution. We had a beautiful moment of unsilenced voices in Las Vegas yesterday. Bella did such a beautiful, incredible job speaking. I may share a word or two myself in service of people. And we don't get there without the superpower of influence. How do you create these things? How do you assemble an audience of people? How do you book a stage? How do you grow your business, whether you're an accountant, a financial services person, an attorney, a coach, a trainer, a leader, speaker, author, fundraiser? How does all this work? Well, it works with the superpower of influence. And we'll check back more on whether or not it is actually a superpower or engage in some level of hyperbole. I think not. But hello to yes. Everything begins after yes. And you're marketing, you're selling, you're leading, you're managing, you're recruiting, you're fundraising. So Hannibal, Bella Rita will be anybody you want her to be. A yes that matters to you in the world. Who would you be seeking it from? Maybe it's an ideal client or something else. Hannibal, who do you want Bella Rita to be?
A prospective home buyer.
Nice. Bella Rita, you are a prospective home buyer. So Bella, can you go a ring and take us in?
Yes. Hello, this is Bella.
Hello, Bella. How are you?
I'm wonderful. How are you?
I'm doing great. So,
thank you for calling.
Yes, I was calling you because I saw that you were interested in buying a home soon. Can I ask you, when are you intending to make that happen?
Probably in the next 6 months.
Awesome. That's good to hear. And what's that going to mean for you when you actually accomplish that?
Ooh, that's a good question. What will that mean? I think it'll just mean like, maybe I've grown up and actually, feel like an adult.
That makes sense. And pretty much it's a really big milestone for most people. And to accomplish that, a lot of people need their finances to be in order. You need to talk to your realtor. But that process begins with them checking your income and credit. I'm very sure you're in the income range for the houses you're looking for. So credit is often in that conversation of it. So we help people improve their personal credit and establish business credit so they can reach those goals, so that they can have ownership, so they can have generational wealth for their families, and just have a greater sense of community. So we pretty much teach people about the factors of credit, how to improve it. Is that something that you would like us to go over with you to break it down in a very comprehensive and customized fashion?
Yeah, that sounds super interesting.
Awesome. So yeah, we just pretty much break down all those factors for you. We help you add positive items strategically. We help you understand credit in a very comprehensive way. I would like to just meet with you at any time and go over that in depth with you. Do you think Thursday is a good time for you, or do you think Tuesday would be a better time for you?
I think Tuesday works out fantastic.
Perfect.
And anything that I should do to be prepared for this meeting?
Absolutely. The only thing you would have to do is bring your smile. You would also have to look at your credit report. You would pull that. I would go over with it. I would go over it with you, your credit report, and help you understand it. And I'll answer any questions that you might have.
Okay, that sounds fantastic. That sounds like a good plan.
So when you get your home, what are you going to do with the prior home that you have?
I'd like to keep it for an investment opportunity if I can.
Smart. I think you should just have a house party, like a housewarming party.
I like parties. I like the way you think, Hannibal.
That works. So I definitely wish that outcome for you to be able to own that home, to move forward with your family, have something just to leave your lineage, and I love it.
Awesome. Let's do it. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm sorry, Hannibal. One sec, Bella, you have a quick phone call. It's the front desk at the hotel. And they said there's some little people that have their pants on fire and burning literally, and they're like hosing them down, but they were saying they're coming for a party up in your room.
Well, I don't know whose party they're going to because I'm not at the hotel anymore. So tell them to send that party to Amanda May's house.
All right. Well, tell Amanda May. So,
okay.
Wonderful job, Hannibal. Lionel, who would you like Bella of Rita to be?
She can still be a home buyer. We can just keep it consistent.
Let's go.
Let's go. So Bella.
All right.
Home.
Hello, this is Bella.
Hey, how you doing? I just received your text message in regards to looking at my website. My name is Lionel King from EXP, and I understand you're looking at property. So I came to pick your brain and see how I could be of some service to you.
Okay. Getting my brain picked kind of sounds painful, but I'm open to a conversation.
Well, definitely. Pain. Well, without no pain, there's no success. So don't worry about it. You're in good hands. What type of property are you looking for?
I'm looking for my second investment home.
Nice. Now, which one are you going to occupy? The current property or the future property?
The future one.
Nice. Now, how big is your current home?
My current home is about, I would say about 1,500 square feet, and I'm looking to double in size into about 3,000.
So is that a 4 or 5 bedroom count?
Yes. So I have a small, all the bedrooms right now are currently, like small. I'm looking to, my biggest thing is that, my master bedroom is bigger, having a bigger bathroom. I'm really having, an office, space for guests, and, just really, I'm really looking forward to having a bigger yard, all of those things.
Perfect. So we're looking for more like master suite, office, extra space, possible maybe loft, maybe open to a loft for extra space. In regards to that investment property, are you going to rent it out or are you going to Airbnb it?
I'd like to look into both. I don't know. I haven't actually checked, but I know there's specific rules around Airbnb. I don't know if I can Airbnb in my area. That's something I haven't checked into yet.
Correct. Okay. Perfect.
And
Now,
then
do you
like,
have?
I don't really know what goes into Airbnb, like, how that's managed and all of that. Sometimes that sounds like a bunch of work. So I'm not sure, but I'm open to your suggestions.
Now, have you had your credit ran already recently?
I did have it run with the last person I talked to. We talked about maybe there was some improvements I could make with my credit. But that was about it.
Okay, I have a great guy named Hannibal I work with that can assist you with that as well. So we'll get that.
I just spoke to Hannibal.
That guy's
amazing that
amazing.
you're endorsing Hannibal. I will definitely work with him because I actually just spoke with him.
Yeah, amazing guy. He turns your credit around. We call him the Rocket because he shoots your credit to the top. So he's definitely a good guy to work with.
I love it.
All
All
right.
right. That's awesome. Thank you for
Okay.
that.
And then what I'll do is we'll set a time to sit down and go over the big picture in regards to how you're going to use the property. What will be the best place to even purchase the home in regards to investment, because you want the rent to at least try to cover the mortgage payment, cash flow. It depends on the down payment in regards to cash flow. So we'll get all that stuff together. We just need to set a time to talk. And when you're free to sit down and go over all the ins and outs of this.
Well, since I'm talking to Hannibal on Tuesday, morning, maybe we can talk Tuesday afternoon.
Perfect. And that's the perfect 1-2 punch. So that's definitely in.
Let's do this.
Excellent job, Mom.
I gotta run right now because, I got some crazy person, chasing me. They're also wanting me to buy a house from them. So let me, see if I can get this person off the line.
Amazing.
Good deal. Yeah, dump them.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Lionel. Bella, great, outstanding job. Bella, can you send Amanda May our best? Like, we're hosting from our home, The Real Raw. Like, it would be fun, perhaps, to meet her at some point in this conversation. Is she up for being on The Real Raw today?
She totally would if she was not at work. She is not actually here. So I'm home alone.
Ooh, I've seen that movie. Lionel,
Yes.
have you seen that movie?
Yeah, sounds like trouble.
Yes.
I would definitely love to have Amanda May. You've got to meet Amanda May because she is my sister from another mister. We all of our texts all day have just been like, when we get together, like, we think we're the greatest two humans in the world. And so all we sit around and talk about is how great we each are. And so we have a great time talking about how great we are. And we had so much fun, planning like our healthy day. And then we talked about how much we love us and how we planned our healthy day. So Sean, I definitely think you should meet her, and you should light your camera up too, so we can see your face. There we go. It just makes the show so much better.
Lionel, what I think, here's what I'm present to. It's a very bad idea to leave Bella Verita home alone. You agree with me? And number two, I think this. We told you that Bella is a legend in the minds of many, including her own. So Jeff, great job, Lionel. Great job, Bella. Yeah, we have a lot of fun.
And then just so you know, Sean, Cindy Lee had an emergency and had to run. So we just have Jeff and Rhonda.
Extraordinary. Okay. So Jeff, let's go this way. Jeff, would you give 30 seconds of feedback, please, to Hannibal? 15 seconds will work. 15 seconds will could be optimized. And then a score on a scale of 1 to 10. Jeff, please. 30 seconds.
Okay. I thought he did very well. It looked like he's had some training, I guess, in salesmanship. I remember kind of on his closing part, he kind of gave her two different choices. Would you rather have this or that, as opposed to, you want to buy this or not? So, I've always heard that that's the way to go, I guess, in a sales call. It seemed like he was pretty smooth, had a thing down. I liked the way that he showed her pretty quickly what's in it for me, for her. So
awesome.
Is that time up?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And what did you have for a score?
I would guess I had 9 out of 10.
Nice. Beautiful, Jeff. Hannibal. Great feedback there, Jeff. Jeff, what'd you have for Lionel?
I think Lionel is very smooth, quick on his feet, really thinks real quickly on those kind of things. And let's see, I'm trying to think back a little bit. The only thing, I guess, during the conversation, it seemed unusual that they weren't asking where the property was or, what city this would be in or that kind of thing. Of course, that could have been, prior portion of the conversation or something like that. But other than that, like I say, I think he's pretty smooth and quick thinking on his feet.
And your score for him is?
I guess maybe 8 out of 10.
Nice. Excellent job, Jeff. Thank you for that. Rhonda, how about yourself? What do you have for Hannibal?
I like this question that he got the potential client to talk. He got Bella to talk when he said, what does it mean to you when you accomplish that, buying that house? That gets the person to think and gets them, you can dig a little bit more and maybe tap into their whys and what they want to do. And I like to segue from that into credit, how his services will apply to what she's getting ready to do. And then he gave her that, what I call the witch pitch, do you want to do this or this and out.
And your score for him is?
That would be a 10. I guess I'm easy.
Hey, excuse me, Rhonda? Hey, Rhonda?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Do you think it's that hard, though, to get Bella Rita to talk?
No.
We're just having fun. So, Rhonda, could you please give some feedback for Lionel?
I thought he had really high energy. I think I have to talk a little faster now. And that with that high energy, that he formed a relationship really quick. And Bella was really liking him. And I think people will buy from people they like, no matter what they're, selling a lot of times. So the fact that he didn't go into great detail about what she wanted or needed wasn't an issue right now. He had her going to work with him, and then we could get into the details later. So with that, it was so smooth. I was just going along myself. I gave him a 10.
No, look at this. It's a very special Fun Friday. And it seems like we're having some fun, Rhonda. Do you think we should keep having some more fun? Would you be up for having a little bit more fun?
Oh, I love lots of fun.
Awesome. So, Bella, how about yourself? Do you like having fun, Bella?
No, not really. I'm kind of laid back, super quiet person. I'm really, really shy. And so I'm really fun makes me nervous, Sean.
I do, but could you find your way to spending a few more minutes and have fun with us today, please, Bella?
For you, Sean, I would do anything.
Thank you.
But sometimes your version of fun and my version of fun is a little bit different. Like you go, Bella, let's go surfing while there's a hurricane in the ocean and the waves are all going sideways and like the board's slapping you in the face, but let's go have some fun. Like, I don't really want to have that kind of fun.
Well, actually, Rhonda, here's what I was thinking of sharing. Lionel, Hannibal, Rhonda, Jeff. Can I tell you a big secret you promise not to tell anybody in the world?
Okay.
Yes. Bella Rita was really, really hungry.
Oh my God.
One of our teammates said, and we're going to the airport to go to Las Vegas just a couple of days ago. And his name was
What does this story have to do with this show? This is not a proof content.
and John said, Bella, we'll get you some food. We'll get you some pizza. And Bella started crying. I said, oh, don't make me eat more pizza. And she was actually crying over pizza. Bella Rita, did that happen?
That happened, but I don't think that's as funny to like this group because they don't really understand the context in the fact that Sean, one of the four main food groups, I don't even know how many food groups there actually are, but the four main food groups, one of those food groups to Sean is pizza. And I think he has pizza at least every single day, at least maybe once a day, if not at least 4 to 5 times a week. And so when you've spent 10 straight days with Sean, you can imagine you've had pizza at least 8 of those 10 days. Can you imagine? Can you empathize with my pain, please?
Amazing. So that may or may not be true. Crying over pizza is present. Pants burning, people naked. This is a fun Friday Real Raw to be sure. Bella's up for more fun. Rhonda is. I think Lionel, Hannibal, and Jeff. You guys up for it?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. So Bella, how do you think we had more fun today?
I think we have more fun by one of these amazing people get to put you on the hot seat. So we threw Lionel into the ring. He was on the hot seat. Hannibal was on the hot seat. So one of these extraordinary folks should get to put you on the hot seat and set up any integrity-based scenario for you to go from hello to yes. So Sean, pick a number between 1 and 4.
I think my high school baseball number 4.
4 it is. So Hannibal, you get to either have the honors of choosing the scenario that Sean goes from hello to yes, with anybody that is here. That could be you, that could be somebody else. You could take that on yourself, or you could pass it to somebody else. What say you? What is your choice?
I want him to take Jeff from hello to yes.
Okay, and on what? Any integrity based, so it can't be like selling swampland in the middle of New York City, but any integrity based hello to yes. So like he's been, Donald Trump that went from hello to yes with Biden to still build the wall. He's like played a scenario of, someone on the show, like doing that same hello to yes, all kinds of crazy scenarios. What would you like to set up?
So I would like him to make the Knicks leave town for a different city.
Ooh, okay. and who is Jeff?
Jeff is a diehard Knicks fan.
Ooh, and I have to convince him this is a good thing?
Yes.
Ooh, that is brutally tough. I don't know, Bella. Oh, I think it's a little bit late. I think I have to get somewhere, Bella.
Oh, I'm sure you do. But we're actually, running a little early, which is quite the shocker. So
all right. So Jeff.
Now you got to convince this Knicks fan on why he should move his team out of his city. This could be fun. I'm gonna go get some popcorn.
Thank you, Jeff. So Jeff, are you up for this?
No, I want to keep them.
By the way, my name is Sean, and I hear you're a big Knicks fan, and I try to acknowledge the great New York Knicks from the early days of Clyde the Glide Frazier through Patrick Ewing and John Starks, all the way through today. We've had a bit of a renaissance and some winning going on, and congratulate you on your Knicks fandom.
Thank you.
Yeah. So can I say this, like, what do the Knicks mean to you? Like, what's it about? Like, where's the dynamic? How'd you become a Knicks fan? And yeah.
I think they're an integral part of our society here. And, I guess our whole family grew up watching the Knicks. Remember so many times with my father as a young boy going to watch them, and just so many great family memories, taking my children, they all love them. It's, like I say, just an integral part of our lives and of our community and our city.
Yeah, present too, and I'm feeling your heart. I'm feeling, we talk a lot here at Unblinded about money, time, and magic. I'm hearing magic. Family,
yes, sir.
Deep heart-centeredness, soulfulness, like the creation of these beautiful moments, which is like life's completely about. And I'm hearing your desire to continue magic with your family, memories, and more. Am I hearing you correctly?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, awesome. So may I share a little bit about my background and a couple of thoughts I may have and see if it's worth a longer conversation?
Sure.
Yeah. So I too am a Knicks fan, and I've been at some of the biggest games they've ever played in. I didn't grow up with money, but my dad got some tickets from work at times, and it was a blessing and a privilege to be there. I was there when Reggie Miller, the Knicks beat the Pacers. I was there when Reggie Miller beat the Knicks. I was there in beautiful moments of wonder and heartbreak. Charles Smith went up 3 times in Game 4 against the Michael Jordan Bulls, and I thought we finally had them. And it was at Madison Square Garden. We had won more games that year in the regular season than they did. And he went up 3 times, and all he had to do was, put that rebound back in, and the Knicks win. Or we're up 3 games to 2. We still have a game at the Garden to go, and this is the year. And the most shocking, heart-wrenching moment of all time, Charles Smith goes up 3 times, nothing goes in. The Bulls take the ball down the court, they score, and they win Game 5 in this stunned silence in Madison Square Garden. So been there, seen it all, magic and incredible moments for sure. But what comes up for me is getting to and from Madison Square Garden can be a little bit complicated. And there's a culture at Knicks games inside the arena that is really wonderful for sure. But there's a culture to me, Jeff, and I'm curious about your thoughts and feelings on it, that's missing because outside of Madison Square Garden, I mean, it's Penn Station. It's completely crazy. There's no culture at Knicks games outside of the Garden. And I understand there's a lot of reverence for the Garden. It's a wonderful facility. But I don't know, when you think about engagement and time and energy and people, I think of having space, and I think of having a parking lot around the stadium. I think of tailgating. I think of sharing. I think of just like community, and not like this transient dynamic of in and out of the stadium, the arena. So what I'm talking to Governor Murphy about here in New Jersey is moving the Knicks just 30 minutes away, right? Which for a lot of New Yorkers, if you're driving, is actually shorter to get to a Knicks game for many, getting to Jersey than even the Garden, and having this beautiful space because the Nets aren't there anymore. And it's an incredible space in the Meadowlands. It is magical. Bruce Springsteen concerts, all kinds of Nets games, Devils championships, Jets and Giants play there. P.S. The Jets and Giants are doing exactly what we're talking about. They're in the great state of New Jersey, still called the New York team because it's right outside the city. So I don't know, like without losing the access to your Knicks and maybe even gaining more of an ability to have magic and memories and more space to commune with other Knicks fans. I know. What are your thoughts about that?
That sounds interesting. I would like to hear a little more about it.
Yeah, cool.
Or,
So
explore it a little more.
yeah, so maybe if we could, maybe we could take a trip out, and I can, create something for you, your family. So I'd love to interview, have a conversation about it, and see your authentic and genuine feelings, and see what that space might look like. What tailgating for Knicks games, like there's never been tailgating for a Knicks game ever. Like what that communal sense can be built outside. I think it could be extraordinary. And there's such deep, like heart-centered Knick fandom that I think that could be really, really magical. So I really appreciate your openness, Jeff. And, I'll give you a call and set something up if that's okay with you.
Sounds great. Thank you.
Awesome. Had a roll. All right, Jeff, how do we do with the scenario? How'd that feel for you?
To be honest, I was pretty amazed at it. I thought you were given Mission Impossible there, and
Yes.
you kind of pulled it off.
You are one masterful human being, Sean
Yes.
Callaghy. Nobody can do.
Wow.
I don't think anybody else in the world could have done that but you. That was like incredible math. That's probably one of the hardest scenarios I've seen, and one of the most masterful outcomes. Absolutely phenomenal.
Thank you. Hannibal,
This is exactly why all of those NFL players yesterday were in complete utter shock, because this is what you do. But Hannibal, over to you.
Thank you.
I am so impressed. Full disclosure, the Knicks are my rivals. I'm a Brooklyn Nets fan, so that's why I came up with that scenario. But
Trying to get rid of them. Huh?
but Sean was incredible. I didn't even think it was a way possible to make that even sound appetizing or amenable, and he did it somehow. And it was amazing technique. So
Thank you,
I
brother.
love it. I'm impressed. I'm very impressed.
Thank you. Thank you, Hannibal. So let's go this way. Rhonda, thank you so much for being here. How was your experience today with us on The Real Raw?
Oh, great. I mean, that what you just did was the ultimate use of storytelling and experiences to achieve the goal you wanted. And I've always been looking to hear, how someone would do that, because I always hear stories sell, facts tell. I'm like, well, how do you really, you can use this, you can tell a story, but then where do you go? So I like the way you wove everything together and did that. And I really like the experience here of, being able to look at others and have others look at us to see how we're doing. So this is my second time being here, but the first time I was just sort of an observer, hoping you wouldn't call on me. And so I'll be back.
Thank you, Rhonda. I appreciate that very, very much. Let's go over to Lionel. Thank you for the courage and vulnerability, sir, of jumping into the seat, of participating. You did a fantastic job, put a 10 on the board. How was your experience today, Lionel? How was your time on The Real Raw?
Oh, it was great. It was great. Good energy, positive, learn. And then I like how intimate you made it feel, because it makes it more believable for a person when emotionally, like if your stomach got to be in it. If your stomach in it, then you win it. So you wanted to lean in and listen, right? So yeah, so congratulations on that. That was a good way to go about it.
No, Lionel, and your energy is fantastic. I am present to your genius, sir.
Thank you.
All right. Jeff, thanks for jumping in as a role player. Beautiful job being here, showing up, energy, transfer, right? Great analysis. How was your time on the real roll with us, Jeff?
Oh, I thought it was very interesting, and appreciate you having me here.
Well, thank you, sir. Awesome. And Hannibal, how about yourself? How was your time on the real roll?
It was amazing. I'm very impressed, especially with the impromptu ability. I don't know if you, I truly believe you have been a Knicks fan for a while. Unless if it's not, it was incredible. I don't know how you pulled out all of those memories off the top, just impromptu. That was incredible.
Thank you, brother. And
have you been a Knicks fan for a long time?
I was a Knicks fan, and I've been a Nets fan, as well. So I'm in that odd category of rooting for both. I'm a Mets fan, not a Yankee fan, but I have, followed the Knicks and Nets. But I would have. I think, as to Rhonda's point, facts tell, stories sell and influence, right? With integrity or not, but with integrity here for sure. And I think how we weave those together, I don't think I know is a formula, and that's the space we play in. Because I do believe we all want to make the world a greater place. In so doing, I think we all would like to make either have more magic and/or more time and/or more money. So like holding space for that, like that's what we do here. I have the unique privilege of having 2 top 100 national jury verdicts. I have a 125-person law firm. I speak on stages all over the world, including Tony Robbins, for charity, for cause, for profit, for training development. And this is what we teach. And we do hold space that we are the greatest place in the world to learn how to go from hello to yes with influence. And we put bets behind it for charity, number one, and then what to do with it to like create exponentiality, growth, and acceleration, as well as getting yourself to use it. So thank you for your beautiful comments and shares. Really appreciate it enormously. We just came off an event with more than 500 people here in New Jersey, coming out of COVID. We put it together in 3 weeks. That is not easy to do. And we had a couple hundred people fly in for it. And going through all this. So we're sharp, we're here, we're present, and we're grateful. Belvrita, over to you for final, my friend.
Final, Sean, is as I mentioned, that was one of the most phenomenal, and I don't say this very often, like hello to yeses that I have seen. And you mentioned there is a formula. In fact, Sean put in the chat, the team put in for you a little gift that kind of like explains what the formula is, because there is a formula from going from hello to yes, because all the magic is on the other side of the yes. And Tony Robbins said there's no one that leads with more heart and more integrity than Sean Callagy. And so I definitely invite you to download that guide, have a chat with one of our strategists, because there is an integrous way to go from hello to yes and galvanize the superpower of influence. And nobody else in the world does it like Unblinded. So thank you all for coming. And Hannibal, thanks for the amazing scenario. And I can't wait to see you all again soon. Sean, back to you.
Yeah, listen, we have hundreds of people currently committed to mastery. We have folks that are just beginning in their journey of building their money, time, and magic. And we have folks that have sold their company for multiple 8 figures. People have gotten 9-figure grants from the federal government, people that are executives at Disney and beyond. We stand in the space of creating massive acceleration in heart-centeredness. And thank you for being here. We will have somebody reach out. I would really take that call, because the work in that call is going to be see where you can create some access for more magic, more time, and/or money, which I think everybody wants some more of, or we wouldn't be having this conversation. So thank you for that. We're looking forward to what comes from here. And for all of us, the greatest challenge is like we know stuff, and it causes this fact. Belvrita, we're all blind.
And just learning to see. Bye-bye, everyone.
Love you guys. Thank you. Beautiful job.